Hello, everybody. How are you guys? Welcome to our general love forecast here today. I already see folks who have submitted personal mini reading requests. So, of course, we'll get to that after the general love forecast. So, let's get started. All right, everybody. So for some reason, I have probably a couple hundred decks in my office, and I was drawn to these two to be able to start the general reading here today. I don't know. Maybe we'll see based off of what I'm picking up, what ends up coming through here, and hopefully it makes sense for the messages that comes through for those who are here today. All right, so let's get started and see what it is that comes forward for you guys. And anyone, of course, who is interested in requesting a personal mini reading today, you're more than welcome to go ahead and start submitting that at any time. And my daughter Cameron is our moderator. Feel free to go ahead and ask any questions that you might have, especially those who are here for the very first time. Gem for tea, thank you so much. Glad you made it. Lady Jane of the Earl Grey Tea Tribe here by recommendation from Cola. Oh, very nice. Welcome. Thank you for being here. All right, guys, so let's get into some messages, okay? And as I've mentioned, I was drawn to these two decks here. Look at this. We're starting off with Second Chance. Making amends, opportunity, plans. Look at the next card. We've got feminine energy. So divine feminine, either you are wanting a second chance in love with a particular someone, or there's an individual here that you might be in separation from, and they are wanting a second chance with you. We clearly have a situation here, though, where you guys might have drifted apart. The disconnection between the two of you, the detachment, and here you are right in the middle of all this, Oh, Jump 40, you're from the UK. That is where my husband is from. He was actually born in Colchester. Still has family in London and Nottingham, I believe. We have consequences, karma, destiny, cause and effect. We also have better off, okay? Happiness, perspective, clear headspace, and maybe a separation might actually do some of you good, because when we are in the thick of things with someone and maybe you guys are not seeing eye to eye, you could be arguing, just at odds with one another. This could be telling you, the time apart might actually be a blessing in disguise. And also, if you're dealing with somebody that treated you poorly or they did something, this is them being able to experience that karma, And then we have rejection coming through as well. Irrational fear, saying no, dismissal. So maybe, Divine Feminine, you've got a masculine here who wants a second chance with you. Maybe you detached, maybe you cut this masculine out of your life, and now they're paying the price for whatever it is that they did here and wanting to reconnect with you, but at the same time, maybe they're afraid that you would reject them somehow, So let's go ahead and grab some tarot here and see what's up with that. What is going on with that type of vibe for the collective here? Angels and spirit guides, please, for whoever needs these messages. Somebody who wants a second chance in this partnership. Maybe that's a mutual thing where you both want that. Okay. We do have the Chariot. You could be Cancer. You could be dealing with a Cancer as well. Movement. Okay, so if that's the case for some of you, let me move these guys up. If that is the case, then we might have a situation where finally things can start moving towards that direction of coming back together. Wow, these cards. Look, we've got the Seven of Cups. That's fine, Shazia. Okay, we'll see you in a little bit. We also have the Tower card coming through here. Just the way these are lining up. So this is telling us that the Divine Feminine specifically, you've got choices to make. You also might have multiple options when it comes to romantic prospects, you know, and this person here who wants a second chance, they might be coming in at a time where you're not sure whether you might want to reconnect with them again. I feel you hold the cards here, whether or not this is a doable situation, okay? Because part of the reason why you guys have drifted apart is because of that Tower. That's what created that separation between the two of you, and it could have certainly been an unexpected destruction of the partnership or an unexpected breakup. But no matter how you slice it, you know, you can only go up from that type of experience. But to people who went through this, it could have been very hurtful. So there's someone here who feels the consequences, as we can see right there. This is picking up off of nostalgia. Okay, so they're thinking about you, more than likely Divine Feminine. This is a masculine who thinks about you. They miss you. They're focused on those memories that you guys have shared, knowing that, again, they're paying the price for something that they did in the past. But what it is that they're wanting here is some sort of movement to get you guys away from this Tower and to be able to bring this connection back together. Look at this. We now have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so this is clarification. Some of you guys did walk away from this partnership, and maybe there's a part of you that feels, you know what, I'm okay. It's like, I'm okay being on my own. I'm okay being single. I'm okay being away from my masculine right now. And maybe you do feel that you're better off without this person if they didn't treat you right, you know? And then we've got the Judgment card right here. You could also be dealing with a Libra. You could be the Libra here also. So here's the thing when it comes to, I feel, the masculine, that they have really come to realize some of their actions in the past hurt the relationship, whether that was infidelity, whether that was trust issues, or something that happened between the two of you that fell apart, you know? And so this is the masculine. I'm just feeling that vibe because I feel it's the feminines that might have walked away from the masculine. And so now here they are wanting to reconnect with you, Divine Feminine, because this for me equates to communication that wants to come in, you know. We'll grab a time frame to see when that's a possibility, but I feel you've got a masculine here who wants to talk to you. And I sometimes see that as an apology, especially if they did you wrong somehow, you know? Yeah. So I feel there's a masculine here, regardless of what you guys have been through, they really do want to try again. We've got the Hierophant right here. So if there were commitment issues on their part, I feel that might be an energy shift for the masculine where they're now ready to be able to dedicate time and everything they've got to this partnership. We have Taurus coming through here as well, you know, so that could be where things are starting to turn around for some of you, you know? Okay, let's see what else. I'm just peachy. Hi. Oh, thank you so much for the Cash App. So if you haven't submitted your info yet, feel free to do so, please, in the comments. All right, let's see what else we have here. We have the Ace of Wands, inspiration, new opportunities, and that's what they're wanting. You know, that new opportunity to have this second chance with you. This is clarification here with the Ten of Swords. Along with this Tower, you know, these are two cards that are pretty heavy in energy. You don't go through that Tower without some sort of consequence there, I feel. You know, it's not an easy thing to go through. And then we've got this Ten of Swords. I mean, just look at the vibe from this card. It's like, please don't go. You know I screwed up, but it's just too much damage, I feel, when you get to this point, and it's going to take a lot to be able to win trust back or to be able to undo the damage. It's not impossible, but it definitely takes a lot of effort to be able to recover from something like that. We have the Magician. Some of you guys could be Gemini or even Virgo or have those signs in your chart. So this, of course, is a very positive energy from that card because it really gives you as well as the other person the opportunity to manifest what it is that you're wanting to bring forward. If that's a reconciliation, hopefully you guys can get onto the same page. If they're wanting to manifest you back into their life, then they're going to have to do the work to make that happen. You know, if you feel you are better off without this person who might have disappointed you or hurt you, then with the Magician's energy, you can also manifest new love. It really depends on how you feel and what it is that you're wanting at this point. And it makes sense for me as well that we have the Two of Swords, you know, because we have a situation for some of you where it's stuck. It's just not going anywhere. You guys are at a crossroads, maybe. You know, even though you might have love for this person, some of you guys, we see you walked away and you're perhaps just focusing on your life, you know, your happiness, your needs, your goals, your dreams, and might have severed ties with somebody who just wasn't putting in the effort into the relationship. And so this is confirmation for those who are in separation and things are at a stalemate. You guys are at an impasse there. All right, so look at this. We now have the Four of Wands coming through. Beautiful card. So again, it depends on what it is that you want, where it is that you see things going between you and the person that you're thinking about at this time that you're listening to this. It can be possibility towards a twin flame connection that might be in separation right now. But this is also a nice card if you're hoping for a reunion, because it's picking up off of that type of energy with this card. Two people who are able to have that happy reunion, and it can represent commitment as well. It can represent future marriages. It can represent a happy home, you know, finally things falling into place. It does represent a strong foundation that has been built by two people, you know. We do have the Knight of Pentacles, so this is a very slow moving energy. So for some of you, things might be moving quicker than others, you know, whether or not it's moving fast or moving slow. It's really important to note that things are still progressing, no matter the speed that things are going, you know? So let's see what else here. Kim, he is your twin. Oh, wow, 13 years. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see what else. We've got the High Priestess. So I feel Divine Feminine. And I don't know what it is with my reading sometimes. There's a lot of feminine energy. And it always seems to come through to let the feminine know you got to trust your heart on whatever situation means the most to you. Whether it is love, whether it's something else going on in your life. We have to get to a place where we really trust what we are feeling rather than second guessing what's in our heart, what's our intuition telling us. You know, what is your gut instinct telling you when it comes to this person? Because for some of you, you don't want that second chance. Some of you guys have been hurt way too much by this Tower, which is why things just aren't going anywhere. But I also feel for others, it might be one of those things where you need to be able to sit down and talk to this person and get everything out on the table. And maybe through that conversation, there can be forgiveness, whether that is closure, whether that is moving on your own, whether that is moving on towards new love, whether that is moving on together and coming back together and having this very happy reunion. Okay, so that's the first message that I am getting here. So I wanted to go ahead and grab some words using the other deck that I was guided to use here. All right, so this is actually also by Aqua Moonlight. So both of these decks created by her. So let's grab some verbiage here and let's see what else we can find out. All right. Angels and spirit guides, please, for those who are tuned in. Please bring those messages forward for those that need to hear it. I miss you. This person, they think about you. They really do. Andrea 54 Hector, new subscriber. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. They miss you. Okay, we've already seen the nostalgia. So that's clearly indicated here. I'm going to set that aside right here because I feel it's very important for you to know that. And sometimes when things happen and we're angry at somebody, we tend to see the situation more so from a more abrasive standpoint, perhaps. But this person clearly coming through to let you know that they really do still think about you. You're still a part of their heart space, very much so. This is important also, even more important than I miss you, because this is possibly what could heal the situation. Sorry, please accept my apology so we can move past this. Yep. And I feel, going back to the Judgment card, going through an awakening, this could be communication, as I've mentioned, that's coming. That could be in the form of an apology. Somebody who wants forgiveness, right? Take this if it makes sense for you. You're picking up off of your person's energy. You've been thinking about me because I've been thinking about you. We're connecting. So energetically, if you still feel your person, regardless of how long it's been, you guys are still energetically exchanging that type of vibe. We also have surrender. I can't be apart from you much longer. You know, so it's actually hurting them to not be with you. But I feel there's a lot of healing that certainly needs to come through here. Let's grab one more. What else for this connection? We have nervous, this nervous energy. You make me lose my cool, and I just don't know how to, if I can read, to act in your presence. And that could certainly have been the case when you guys were together, or maybe the last time you spoke, or part of the reason why they haven't contacted you, contacted you, because it makes them very anxious. It makes them very nervous to think, how will this conversation go? You know, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot and let's see, how will that conversation actually play out? All right, here we go. Actually, wait, I'm drawn to my modern day Seers Tarot and Oracle. So for those of you that are not familiar with this deck, it's a typical tarot deck, but I've also included Oracle messages as well as new court cards. And I use this one whenever I'm feeling not necessarily a heavy energy, but just something that needs to come forward where it's got so much to say. And I kind of just feel regular tarot doesn't quite do it, you know? So we're already starting off with the Angel of Mercy. Look at that. Life has brought you down to your knees. This could be the person that you're thinking about, an ex-person, possibly from your life that you might have had to sever ties. Life has brought you down to your knees. The universe shows you mercy. The love you've been searching for, yearning for, has eluded you thus far. I'm here to let you know that it's time to rise, to get back up, claim your ascension within your own life to help you take that first step towards a brighter future. you know. And of course, if you relate to that for yourself, if the separation, if that tower moment brought you down to your knees, as it says, where you just feel like your life ended, or it was just a horrible experience, and you know, it could have certainly been a very devastating thing to go through. Just know that through this experience, there's a lesson to be learned, and you'll be okay. And maybe it takes time, and healing certainly cannot be rushed. So be kind to yourself is what I'm getting there. Let's see what else. What else? This could have been part of the experience for some of you guys with that Seven of Swords. If there were trust issues, deception, lies, cheating, betrayal, that might be part of the reason why you guys are not together and why they're missing you. They know that they messed up. Yep. And they also know why they need to apologize, because they broke your heart. And that's also why we've got that death card, because it came to an end. That was a cycle that needed to truly come to an end, because it was just either toxic or unhealthy. Too many challenges there. And so whenever I see that, it reminds me of the need for change. You can't move forward unless there is change. And this is the very card to be able to bring that in. You know, that new start, that new beginning, despite things that have failed. So the only way to move forward is through change. And if they're willing to do that, if you guys are maybe able to meet each other halfway, then yeah, this might have a chance. And we also have the Temperance card coming through. You could be dealing, we do have Scorpio right here. We've got Sagittarius also coming forward. So this is a situation that's going to take some time. Interesting how it's coming up right next to the Surrender card. I can't be apart from you much longer, but this is a card of patience. So it's going to happen when it's meant to happen. It's going to come back into balance when it's meant to come back into balance. It can't be rushed. So in a way, it's coming down to divine timing. This is also a card of possible reunions, possible reconciliations. And that's what it is that they're wanting. So in a way, they just have to be able to throw it out there, throw it out into the universe, and hope that it manifests. They certainly are wanting that. We also have the Three of Pentacles, which is our teamwork card. You know, this is somebody who wants to build something very special with you. I feel they had that already, and they tore it down with that tower. Could have been because of this, the Seven of Swords, you know? And that's ultimately perhaps why they are wanting that apology, because of this very thing, you know? So it's a little bit more difficult when something challenging like that has occurred. And if you guys can work together to heal the situation, then, you know, maybe this is a workable thing. Maybe. We've got the Christmas tree card coming through here. And of course, that's focused on the holiday season. Interesting how we've got Sagittarius, and now we've got the Christmas tree. So maybe around latter half of November, December is when something can shift and change between you and this person. There could be reunions around the holiday time, because this is a very sociable, happy time. Let's see what else. We now have the Ace of Cups coming through here. Whenever I see that, it reminds me of somebody who needs to focus on taking care of themselves, to be able to focus that self-love, to be able to fill that cup of love for oneself before you can experience that love outside of yourself. And I feel maybe the person that created that tower, that created this Seven of Swords drama, that's a lesson that they need to be able to learn, you know, so that they're not coming towards you with issues and things that could weigh heavily on the connection again. Because this right here is giving the connection another chance to start again. And this is definitely what's needed. Our Six of Pentacles, which is focused on equality, giving and receiving, sharing a life together, being kind to each other. Yeah. We have choices popping up with the Seven of Cups. Okay. So I really feel here that maybe you, the viewer, you recognize that you're really in a position in your life where you want to make different choices so that you don't have to repeat those painful experiences that you have had in the past. And the person that ended up hurting you, that created those tower moments, they need to make better and different choices as well. We have the Hierophant popping up again. We've got Taurus coming through. So here's the commitment, and that's the choice that would be the right choice for this person. And I feel in time, if they're not there already, that you will be able to possibly see that they've changed, that they've worked on themselves, that they're ready for the type of commitment that you're looking for. Some of you could also be Virgo here. We do have the Hermit's energy, soul searching, self-reflection, spending time on your own, taking time to really think, you know, what's the next step for me in life? Where do I want this to go in the future? You know, being able to just sit in your stillness and to be able to get those messages within yourself, in your heart, you know? And this is also about bridging the gap between two people. So I feel ultimately that might be what it is that they're wanting. Let's see what else here. What else? We have another ace. Look at that. Ace of Wands. All right, so we have new beginnings. We have good news that is represented through this card. The spark is still here, I feel, despite whatever drama might have ensued between the two of you. The spark is still here. There's the opportunity to still grow from this relationship if you're both on board. And that's the key. You both have to be on board. This makes sense as well that we've got the World, because this is a cycle that has completed. You know, it's perhaps a door that has closed, and maybe it's up to you whether or not that door will ever open. I feel you hold the cards truly, whether or not this can ultimately work or be revived. Yep, I'm getting that. Let's see what else here. What else do we need to know? We do have the Knight of Cups. This is perhaps a masculine wanting to bring the romance in. For some of you, and it's always a possibility if you're not interested in a reconciliation with somebody, this could be new love. This could be somebody that you're already currently with, and maybe you're in a much better place in your life. Someone who's very charming, very attracted to you. You guys are mutually attracted to each other, but they're coming through with this very romantic energy. And if this is your person from the past, then they're really wanting to bring this back. We also have Archangel Shamuel coming through. I am the angel of peaceful relationships. I can help bring the right person into your life, your ideal mate. I can help you become closer with your current partner. I can help you heal any conflicts in your relationships, attract new love, and strengthen your existing connections. If you crave intimacy in your life, I can assist with that too. So whatever it is that you need when it comes to your love life, Archangel Shamuel is here to assist with that, as is the Angel of Mercy also. And check that out. Then you've got the Ten of Cups. So it really is a progression, you know, after having experienced something so painful. In time, I feel there are happier experiences ahead. You know, yes, it's a part of your life's history, but that's not all it is. There's more to this love story. You know, let's see. He needs to come correct, but I'm single as a Pringle. Aw. Absolutely, Kim. Very true. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So perseverance, hard work that pays off, diligence, things that come to fruition. So this right here, it's going to take time as far as this whole situation with the person that you're thinking about. As long as they're willing to put in the effort, I feel there's a good chance for at least another opportunity to sit down and talk. Okay, it doesn't necessarily always have to be about reunion, but if that's what it is that is on the table, and if you're open to it, then of course I feel it might be a possibility for you guys to start again. We also have Archangel Michael coming through, and then we have the Magician. So very nice energies. Archangel Michael, I am your warrior angel to help you fight your fears when it comes to manifesting your dreams and finding love. Countless romantic connections turn into missed opportunities because we allow our fears to create barriers. I'm here to help you overcome these challenges. I can offer you the guidance you seek, as well as the strength and bravery to act on that guidance. Bravery isn't the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. If you're struggling with your nerves to pursue your love interest, call on me. And I can't help but feel, guys, for some of you, this might be an ex who wants to be able to reconnect and reconcile with you, but, you know, maybe they are too afraid to reach out. They are getting in their head about how to go about doing this. So Archangel Michael is here to assist in those scenarios. But for those of you who are just open to finding love elsewhere, all of these cards from the angels can assist in those situations too. And then we've got the Magician, which we already talked about earlier, the ability to be able to manifest, all right? Manifesting your ideal person, your ideal partner, twin flame, soulmate, however way it presents itself in your life. But it could also represent two people who are able to manifest a reunion, a rekindled romance, okay? And sometimes it requires action from either one person or both people to be able to meet each other in the middle. All right, so that's what's coming through there. Let's go ahead and see what else we can pick up, okay? So hopefully you guys are able to resonate with that. Okay, so let's see what other deck I am drawn to here. Okay, I'm going to pull from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle here. All right. Angels and spirit guides, please, for whoever is here needing messages at this time. What do we need to know? We have more. Ooh, that's an interesting card. All right, let's read through these so you guys can actually see it. I was sure what we had wasn't the love I was looking for, that it was something that I could find with someone else who could offer me more. More love, more sex, more of everything I was looking for. Someone who had more, wanted me more, needed me more. Now there's nothing more I want than to come back to the someone who had it all to begin with. You. Is it too late? Okay, so that's a pretty crucial part of the message that's coming forward from this person. So let's see. Somebody has some regrets. Someone's got some realizations here that what it was that they were looking for, they had it all along. They had it the whole time. And now they want to come back. But you know, that's not always possible. Sometimes you miss the boat. Sometimes you miss the opportunity to go back, especially if you blew the chance, you know? Look at this. We have the Emperor. So that's the divine masculine, perhaps realizing that they had it all and they let it go. And they really are wondering, is it too late? And for some, it could be. And I feel it could be the feminine that, again, holds the cards, whether or not this masculine can come back. But they're ready. I feel this time around, they're ready to take action and to show you. It's like, okay, I know I messed up in the past, looking for something that I already had. But now that I realize this, can I come back and claim it? But is it too late? That ultimately is the big question there. We've got the Ace of Wands. So they see the potential towards this new beginning, but it has to be a mutual thing. Because if the Divine Feminine doesn't see this, they're going to run into a blockage. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So things can turn around. But if they come towards you, Divine Feminine, as somebody who didn't take the time to focus on their own issues or to focus on part of the reason why you guys broke up to begin with or had your issues before, then this is where it ends up. Okay. It's like a full circle. It's like without the lessons that have been learned, without figuring out some of the changes that need to happen, despite all of the good luck that this Wheel of Fortune is bringing in, this will resurface, you know? So it's really important that certainly the Divine Masculine needs to realize this. Otherwise, it may result in another separation, unresolved issues. So yes, there's a lot of potential, but they really need to do their homework, I feel. Okay. They do want to be able to focus on a future that they can have with you, Divine Feminine. They see you as perhaps a very passionate lover, somebody that they want to experience those intimate moments with, somebody that they care for, somebody that they love. And part of the decisions of this card is to make better choices, hopefully, compared to the choices that they made before that resulted in that tower. Because it can happen again if they end up doing the same thing, if behaviors that resulted in that are not addressed to begin with. But if it is, hopefully through this Wheel of Fortune, which is a much better energy, it's good karma, replacing the bad karma, then all you need to focus on is building this amazing future together and enjoying the love, enjoying the connection and the chemistry and everything that goes with it. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know here? Here's our Knight of Cups again. So I feel we have a masculine who could be very romantic towards you, Divine Feminine. You know, they might even be a totally different person at this point. You might even be surprised with how they change things up, maybe with a second chance. That's a possibility. But this is very romantic, as we can see right there. You know, it could sweep you off your feet. But I'm also feeling for some of my feminines, this could represent someone new also. It could be too late for some masculines, I feel. Let me read through some of these comments here. Who knows? Sorry, I just had the longest phone convo out of nowhere. Did my reading already happen? No, not yet. We're still on the general love forecast, so no worries. You haven't missed anything. Let's see. Do you do the songs or letters with this one? We communicate. Actually, Kim, yeah, we could do some of the songs after I pull some more cards here. Yeah, we'll do some songs. Okay. So we do have the moon. Okay. This is an indication of things that maybe this Divine Masculine might have hidden from the feminine, resulting in that tower. It could have been an affair, could have been infidelity, could have been so many things. It doesn't just always have to be cheating and lying and things of that nature, but usually with this card, it can be an issue. So they are really wanting to bring about this much better vibe with the Ace of Wands, where you guys can create something better, but it depends, you know, it really depends on two people who want that. So let's see what else. All right, let's see what else here. This is quite crucial towards the success of the relationship, that Six of Pentacles, because if one person is doing all the work and the other one is simply just kind of being very casual about it or not seeing that they need to be able to put in work as well, then it's going to end up being an unbalanced situation. and it creates some animosity after a while, you know? So there has to be equal exchange there. Aw, thank you, Kim. Laney's World, first time. Oh, wow, nice. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Look at this, guys. We've got the Tower lining up with the Ten of Swords. So, backstabbing. This is clearly a collapse of a relationship. Maybe it didn't have a strong enough foundation. But whenever I see this combination, you can only learn from it because there are lessons tied into something like this. And if, let's just say, this masculine did learn their lesson and not really wanting to repeat this, then you guys can move on from that. But it takes a lot. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of time, perhaps, to be able to heal from something like this. We do have the Three of Cups. Okay, so this is a happy energy from that card. Celebrations. Okay, so maybe in the future, there will be a time where you guys can reconnect and be able to see each other face to face and actually be happy to see each other and to be able to get through a conversation without it being confrontational. Because this right here could be representing happier days. For my singles, I kind of feel that this is you being able to enjoy life. You know, you don't necessarily have to be in a relationship to enjoy your life. And some of you might be okay with that. Enjoying time with your friends, your tribe, your family, people that mean the most to you, you know? And I feel for those who are content just spending time on your own, this is your time, you know, to be able to live your best life. You don't have to be defined by a relationship. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles right here. So wealth and affluence, yes. Finances, career advancements, it could be picking up off of that for you or them. But I really do feel that this type of wealth could come in the form of love. You know, you could be the richest person on earth, but if you don't have anyone to share it with, sometimes it can be meaningless. You know, you need someone to share it with and somebody that will be able to find fulfillment in that, you know? And it could be representing this lover's connection. The Ten of Pentacles could be a perfect match for some of you. It's just that you might have hit a bit of a rough patch with this person, but it is perhaps a workable connection if you guys can overcome some of the difficulties. Six of Wands. Perhaps this is the ultimate destination where you guys can be successful. You know, it is a card of victory. So after failure comes victory, but it can happen only through change. That is what I'm getting from that. Here's our Judgment card once again, Day of Reckoning. So this is what I feel. Regardless of how this ultimately turns out, I feel the person that you are thinking about for this reading at the time that you're listening to this, whenever you run across this video, there's communication that is on its way. And I have a feeling this is somebody that's missed you. They think about you. This could be an ex. This is somebody who might have done you wrong. However way this unfolded, it experienced a Tower moment. So it wasn't just one of those connections where it hurt just a little bit. This one hurt big time, like broken heart big time, you know? And so I feel you might have someone from your past who returns, who wants to fix things because they know they messed up. They created something that fell apart here, whether it was infidelity or something else. So first and foremost, I kind of feel for those of you that relate to this, it could be an apology. It could be that they need forgiveness in order to either move on, find closure, or they really do want a second chance. That is what I'm getting from that. So this is one of those things where it needs more time to be able to show you how it's gonna go. But the one thing that I'm really feeling quite prominently is communication. That is on its way to you from this person. And it might shock the heck out of you to even hear from this individual, because I feel maybe for some of you, it's been a while. Okay, so finally, let's go ahead and grab some songs, some lyrical messages. Okay, so I'm going to grab from both of my song decks here. We'll start with Heart Songs of the 90s, and then we'll go ahead and grab some from the Volume 1 deck. I just feel like using Volume 2 first. Okay, let's see. Oh, I just saw your message, Nancy. Yes, we're still on the general. So about to start the personal mini reading soon. All right, guys, let's go ahead and grab some lyrical musical messages focusing on your connection. Take whichever one of these songs, of course, makes sense for what you're going through. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, this is a cool song. It's called I'll Never Let You Go by Steelheart. So here are the lyrics. First time I laid my eyes upon you, all my dreams were answered. Whenever I see this, it reminds me of love at first sight. The first time they saw you, there was that instant connection. First time I kissed your tender lips, my love to you I surrendered. I'll never let you go. You're always on my mind. You're the only one for me. You're all I need. But the reality for some of you is you're not together. You know, somebody did let go, and maybe it was you, Divine Feminine, because there was a situation with a masculine where you had to let go, especially if they were investing their time with someone else. So I can't help but feel that the tables have turned. I've been saying that so much lately, like the tables have turned. That somebody who might have hurt you, they're now experiencing that emptiness that perhaps you experienced at one point in time when they either walked out of your life or they did something that ruined the partnership and then you had to cut them out, you know? So even though you guys are not together and let each other go in the 3D, in the 5D, I feel it's a whole different ball game here. I feel you guys might still be energetically connecting there. Okay, let's see what other song comes through. Hi, Eileen. Welcome. Get Here. Great song by Alita Adams. You can reach me by sailboat, climb a tree and swing rope to rope. Take a sled and slide down slope into these arms of mine. You can jump on a speedy colt, cross the border in a blaze of hope. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. And that can, of course, come from your heart space. It could come from the other person. This is about two people who, or at least one person, wanting the other to return, to find any way possible to connect and to physically be there, perhaps. You know, and if that's not possible, then you guys are telling this person, or maybe they're telling you, it's like, please find a way to come into my life, come into my heart, come into my dreams, however way it's possible, just so that you guys can feel each other's energies and feel the love once again, perhaps. All right, let's grab another song here. Okay. Don't Speak by No Doubt. You and me, we used to be together. Every day together, always. I really feel that I'm losing my best friend, and I can't help but feel that's exactly what happened for some of you. I can't believe this could be the end. It looks as though you're letting go. And if it's real, well, I don't want to know. This is the end for some scenarios, you know? It's plain and simple. It's like you guys used to be together and now you're apart. And for some of you, you're apart because they did something. Okay, bottom of the deck, we've got Because I Love You. Okay, the Postman song by Stevie B. Because I love you and I'll do anything, I'll give you my heart, my everything. Because I love you, I'll be right by your side, to be your light, to be your guide. If you should feel that I don't really care and that you're starting to lose ground, just let me reassure you that you can count on me and that I'll always be around. Okay, so maybe that's what this person wants you to know and understand at this point, with a second chance, another opportunity to return because they still love you and care for you, to be able to prove to you that they'll be there this time, that they're not going to go anywhere. You know, it could be something like that. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our second batch of songs from this deck now. So hopefully there's something there that resonates with you guys. And then we'll start with the personal mini readings. Angels and spirit guides, please, for those who are in need of these messages through these lyrical messages, please bring it forward. Alone by Heart. You don't know how long I've wanted to touch your lips and hold you tight. Oh, you don't know how long I have waited and I was going to tell you tonight. But the secret is still my own and my love for you is still unknown. This reminds me sometimes of a secret admirer type vibe. You know, somebody who might actually have real legit feelings for somebody, but they just lost the chance or opportunity to speak up and just say it. But it could also be an indication that, you know, for those of you who are in separation, this person who's missing you and thinking about you, they're feeling very alone, you know, because you're not a part of their life right now. Let's see what else. What else, please? A Song for You by Donny Hathaway. I love you in a place where there's no space and time. I love you for my life. You're a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. We're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you. This could be, for those of you, and take it if it makes sense, maybe this person could be a musician, or it's music that brought you guys together. And I love the line, I love you in a place where there's no space and time. You know, it's one of those things where their love will live on beyond this lifetime, beyond, you know, both of your lifetimes. It's one of those things that will last forever, infinity type thing. And this could have been a love connection that started off as friends and turned into love as well. Okay, let's grab a couple more songs.